Hello, welcome to the Stay Well, Live Well quiz. For those who don't know, it is the orange speed quizzing live app, and the code is 2308. Just to get signed in, and it will put you in the waiting room for the quiz to start. So got 6 people signed in at the moment. Probably wait till about 10 past to start. And if anyone's got any questions, you can put it in the chat or come offline. But yeah. Hope everyone's had a good week. There's 8 people signed in so far, and as I said, the code is 2308, and this is a completely health-related quiz, and there's 4 rounds. So a bit different than usual. Got 9 of you in so far. Probably start about sort of 5 minutes past, or between 5 and 10 past will start most likely. And for those that have just joined, if you could just fill out this poll for me, that'd be really good. Thank you. So for those that are new, a question will appear on the screen and you answer it with the options on your phone. Usually it's multiple choice. However, sometimes it's a one answer kind of thing, and you use the first letter of the answer. If it's a name, use the surname and stuff like that. And then obviously sometimes there's like a numbered answer, so you'd put in like the number. So yeah, and then I'll announce the winner of the fastest person to answer that question and go from there. But it's looking, just in case more people arrive, restart in just like a couple more minutes just to see if anyone else turns up. If anyone has any questions, Please let me know. Thank you to everyone that has done that poll as well. Very, very useful. If you haven't, there is a poll. If you could get it completed, that would be really good. Cool, so I think we're ready to start. So we'll get started with question 1. So which of these is the largest organ of the body? Brain, liver, heart, or skin? So A, B, C, or D. And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there's 9 correct answers, and the answer is D, skin. And the fastest correct answer for that one was just John. What is the correct term for the windpipe? Is it A, esophagus, B, trachea, C, bronchi, or D, aorta? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there's 5 correct answers. The answer is B, trachea. And the fastest correct answer was Mia Fey. Cool. So in which part of the body would you find the hypothalamus? The A, kidney, B, heart, C, liver, or D, brain? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there's no correct answers, and the answer was heart. For those that are new, you need to download the Speed Quizzing Live app onto a separate playing device, such as a smartphone or tablet, and just enter the code 2308, where you'll have the option to input the answers. So use that as opposed to the Zoom chat. So move on to the next question. So where would you find the humerus bone? A, upper arm, B, lower arm, C, upper leg, or D, lower leg? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there was 8 correct answers, and the answer is upper arm. Yeah, I don't know why it said the answer was brain and not and heart. I don't know why those were like there. I don't know what happened there, so I do apologize. So the fastest correct answer was just John. How many vertebrae are there in the human spine? Is it A, 13, B, 23, C, 33, or D, 43? And we will start the timer. So those 7 correct answers, and the answer is C, 33, and the fastest was flatulence. On average, how many bones are there in the adult human skeleton? A, 206, B, 226, C, 246, or D, 266? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there was 10 correct answers for that one, and the answer is 206. And the fastest person to get that one right was just John. So to participate, you just need to download the Speed Quizzing Live app, which is orange, and input the code 2308 to start. So where on your body is the skin the thinnest? Is it A, nose, B, eyelids, C, lips, or D, hands? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there's 9 correct answers of that one, so most of you got that one. And the answer is B, eyelids. And the fastest correct answer was Plan B. So well done to Plan B. Where would you find the tibia bone? Is it A, upper arm, B, lower arm, C, upper leg, or D, lower leg? And we'll start the timer. Cool, and there's 5 correct answers, and the answer is D, lower leg. And the fastest person to get that one right was 2B. Well done to 2B. Cool, so next question. Where on the body is the skin the thickest? Is it A, hands, B, face, C, arms, or D, feet? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there's 9 correct answers, and the answer is D, feet. And the fastest correct answer for that one was flatulence. So which of these grows fastest? Is it A, fingernails, B, hair, or C, toenails? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there's 2 correct answers, and the answer is B, hair. And the fastest correct answer was Kyrie. We'll end that round, and I will show you the scores. So it's also worth mentioning that there is a £30 Amazon gift voucher up for grabs for this quiz. So better hope everyone has revised their doctor-related TV shows. So we've got Just John in the lead with 54, Mia with 50, and Just Jeff and Flatulence pretty close. Cool, with no hesitation, we'll go to the second round. Get that ready for you guys. Cool, so this is about sort of characters and essentially TV shows relating to anything medical or health related. So let's start. What is the main character's name in Grey's Anatomy? Meredith Grey, Ellis Grey, Thatcher Grey, or D. Amanda Grey? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there was 10 correct answers, and the answer is Meredith Grey. And the fastest correct answer was Just John. Next question. What is Nurse Charlie's surname in Casualty? Is it A, Brooker, B, Gray, C, Fairhead, or D, Evans? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there's 8 correct answers for that one. And the answer is C, Fairhead. And the fastest correct answer was flatulence. What is the name of the hospital in Casualty? Is it A, Grey Sloan Hospital, B, St. James, C, Holby City Hospital, or D, Sacred Heart Hospital? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there was 10 correct answers, and the answer is C, Holby City Hospital. And the fastest correct answer was flatulence. So well done to flatulence. JD and Turk are doctors in which TV series? Is it A, Holby City, B, Casualty, C, Grey's Anatomy, or D, Scrubs? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there's 8 correct answers, and the answer is D, Scrubs. And the fastest correct answer was just Jeremy. I think it may have been Casualty. So I don't know why the quizzing site autocorrected to Casualty, but hey ho. Next question. Dr. Frank N. Furter appeared in which movie? A, Sherlock, B, Doctor Strange, C, Jekyll and Hyde, or D, Rocky Horror Picture Show? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there's 9 correct answers for that one, and the answer is D, Rocky Horror Picture Show. And the fastest correct answer was just Jeff. Next question. Benedict Cumberbatch portrayed which Doctor? Doctor Who, Dr. Watson, Dr. Strange, or Dr. Frank N. Furter? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there's 10 correct answers, so most of you got that one. And it was Doctor Strange. And the fastest correct answer was flatulence. So Nurse Ratched is a character in which film? A, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, B, Silence of the Lambs, C, Fractured, or D, Shutter Island? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there's 7 correct answers, so most of you got that one. And it is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And the fastest correct answer was Aluoski Akambi. Next question. Dr. T.C. Callahan is a character in which TV show? A. Scrubs, B. Casualty or Casualty, C. Holby City, or D. Night Shift? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so 7 correct answers for that one. And the answer is D, Night Shift, and the fastest was Flatulence. I don't know why it's going so quickly. Don't know. But did not say the answer, did it? Why would you do that one? Let's do that question again. Right. So show on screen. Dr. T.C. Callahan is a character in which TV show? Scrubs, Casualty, Holby City, or Night Shift? And we'll start the timer. Cool, 7 correct answers, and the answer is Night Shift. And it was Flatulence again who got it the fastest. Your points would have still counted for the last one, but that's all good, I guess. Next question. George Clooney appeared as Doug Ross in which TV show? A. Holby City, B. Night Shift, C. ER, or D. Scrubs? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there's 10 correct answers, and most of you got that one, and the answer is ER. And the fastest correct answer was Flatulence. Well done to Flatulence. Martin Freeman and Jude Law have both portrayed which Doctor? A. Doctor Who, B. Dr. Jekyll, C. Dr. Watson, or D. Dr. Frankenstein? And we will start the timer. There was 9 correct answers for that one, and the answer is C. Dr. Watson. And the fastest correct answer was just John. Cool, come to the end of that round. Because we're halfway through, we'll have just a quick 5-minute break. So you go have a drink, and it will do round 3, which is a round on spin-off TV shows. So I'll have a quick break for about 5 minutes, and then we can get back and do the 3rd round. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Hello. Welcome back. Let's get to the third round. Cool. So this is one based off spin-off TV shows of existing shows around health and emergencies, etc. So we'll start the timer on question 1. Oh, okay. Don't know why it went straight in there. So Station 19 is a spin-off of which TV show? Scrubs, ER, Casualty, or Grey's Anatomy? Cool. So, okay, that's all good. So 8 correct answers for that one, and the answer is Grey's Anatomy. And the fastest correct answer was Just John. Which TV show was a spin-off of Casualty and Holby City? Is it A, Holby Grey, B, Holby Red, C, Holby Blue, or D, Holby Green? And we'll start the timer. Of course, there's 5 correct answers, and the answer is Holby Blue. And the fastest person to get that one right was Plan B. The Royal was a spin-off of which TV series? A, Called the Midwife, B, Casualty, C, Heartbeat, or D, The Bill? And we'll start the timer. Of course, there's 4 correct answers, and the answer is Heartbeat. And the fastest correct answer was Flatulence. How many spin-off series have been linked to Grey's Anatomy? And we'll start the timer. Of course, there's 9 correct answers, and the answer is 3. And the fastest correct answer was Just John. The Grey's Anatomy spin-off series, Station 19, focuses on a team of which professionals? A, police officers, B, midwives, C, soldiers, or D, firefighters? And we'll start the timer. Of course, that's 8 correct answers, and the answer is D, firefighters. And the fastest correct answer was flatulence. So question 6. Class was a spin-off of which series? Doctor Who, Doctors, ER, or New Amsterdam? And we will start the timer. Cool, so there's 6 correct answers, and the answer is Doctor Who. And the fastest correct answer was 2B. Next question. Private Practice focuses on Dr. Addison Montgomery, but which Grey's Anatomy doctor is her ex-husband? A. Derek Shepherd, B. Mark Sloan, C. Ben Warren, or D. Preston Burke? And we'll start the timer. So there's 8 correct answers, and the answer is A. Derek Shepherd. And the fastest correct answer was flatulence. St Aidan's Royal Free Hospital is the setting for which spin-off series? Is it A, The Royal, B, Holby City, C, Private Practice, or D, Holby Blue? And we'll start the timer. Of course, there's 11 correct answers, so most of you got that one. It is The Royal. And the fastest correct answer was Plan B. Which Grey's Anatomy doctor leaves to become a firefighter at Station 19? Is it A, Derek Shepherd, B, Mark Sloan, C, Ben Warren, or D, Preston Burke? And we'll start the timer. So there's 8 correct answers, and the answer is Ben Warren. And the fastest correct answer for that one was flatulence. Holby City began as a spin-off of which TV series? Casualty, ER, Call the Midwife, or Night Shift? And we will start the timer. And there is 10 correct answers, and the answer is Casualty, or as the quiz provider, it is Casualty. And the fastest correct answer was flatulence again. So well done to flatulence. Cool, so we've come to the end of that round, so I'll show you guys the scores. Cool, so we've got Flatulence in the lead with 167, Just John not too far behind, and Mia Fey not too far behind are Just John. As I said, up for grabs is a £30 Amazon gift voucher. So we'll do the final round and then we will reveal the winner. Cool, so we'll move on to the final round, which is just a bit about sort of general health. Get the final quiz ready. What is the American equivalent of what British hospitals call A&E? And we'll start the timer. Of course, there's 10 correct answers, and the answer is ER. And the fastest correct answer for that one was 2B. Brufen, Advil, Montrin, and Nurofen are different brand names for which drug? And we'll start the timer. Of course, there's 7 correct answers, and the answer is ibuprofen. And the fastest correct answer was not to be. Pituitary, thyroid, and prostate are all types of what? And start the timer. Of course, there's 6 correct answers, and the answer is glands. And the fastest correct answer was flatulence. Well done to flatulence. Next question. Which medical speciality is concerned with diseases of the blood? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there was 4 correct answers. And it is hematology. And the fastest correct answer was flatulence again. Well done to flatulence. To the nearest 100, how many muscles are there in the body? And we'll start the timer. So it's a bit of a guessing game for that one. So there's 3 correct answers, which is pretty good. And the answer is 600. And the fastest correct answer was not to be. Oh, don't know what's happened here. Oh, there we go. We're back. Cool. So, next question. Marie Curie was instrumental in developing what as a therapeutic tool? And we'll start the timer. Of course, there's 3 correct answers, and the answer is radiation. And the fastest correct answer for that one was flatulence. Joseph Murray performed the first of which type of operation in 1954? So with this one, you just need to name what type of operation it was. And we'll start the timer. Of course, there's 2 correct answers, and the answer is organ transplant. But more specifically, it was a kidney transplant. And it was Kyrie who was the fastest. Which key innovation, a way of taking a photo of the inside of the body, was accidentally discovered by Wilhelm Conrad Roentgen in 1895? And we'll start the timer. Cool, so there was 10 correct answers, and the answer is X-ray. And the fastest correct answer for that one was just John. Cool, so last question. Which 19th century Austrian is known as the father of psychoanalysis? And start the timer. Cool, so there's 6 correct answers, and the answer is Freud. And the fastest correct answer for that one was Plan B. It would have been the surname if it was a name one. I think it's more because like he's just known as like Freud, but yeah. No, I do not know why it was just Freud. That was just my assumption anyway. It was just like Freud on its own. All right, so we shall reveal the winner. So the winner of the Stay Well, Live Well quiz was Flatulence with 224 points. So well done to Flatulence. Just get a picture of the scores. Cool, so well done to Flatulence. If you could give me your university email and your name, please, and I will email you with your prize. No, so there's no. I thought because there was sort of some new people tonight, I thought we wouldn't do the evil round. Might be a little bit, I guess, a little bit harsh. And then with the nearest wins, you can't make your own nearest wins, which is very odd. But yeah, there would have been a couple of opportunities for it. So, Flatulence, if you give me your university email and name, and I will give you your prize. So thank you all for coming and getting involved. Hope everyone has a good week. No problem. It's been a good one. Hope everyone stays safe. Looks after themselves. I would bring Bruce, but he was really naughty today. He was very smelly, so he's currently having a bath. So I can't really bring him down because he will just soak everything.